Alright, welcome to the next day. I have been up since 9:30. It's now about to be noon. I'm about to start writing. The plan for the rest of the few days is to write from 10 in the morning, maybe 11 in the morning, to like 2 or 3-ish. Today, because I'm starting at noon, I'm still probably going to go to like 2 or 3. I just won't get as many words in as I would like. But I'm still going to try to write as much as humanly possible in that time. So right now, I'm scheduled to write 4,101 words today to be able to reach my goal. I want to write more than that because every other day than this is 5,000. So, yeah, that's fun. Cool. Either way, I will I'll give you an update in a few hours. How I did today probably is my update. I don't know. Maybe how well I did with that. I don't know if I'm going to do sprints. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might try to just write scenes. And then when I get done with that scene, move on to the next scene. And then when I get done with that scene, move on to the next scene. I think what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to open up my outline and go to the very bottom of my outline. I have not planned a chapter since chapter 22. So, yeah, I kind of need to plan out some chapters. Well, I mean, the chapters I have an outline, but they're just not like planned. So I need to do that. So I'll update you guys soon. After I get done writing. It's noon right now. I should probably get started, but I kind of just want an idea, so I'm gonna do that first. Hello, my livings, and welcome back to a vlog on my channel. They've been sporadic. I'm so sorry. We did a 10K writing challenge. Well, the past two have been 10K writing challenges. I get that. One was from July. One was from June. One was from July. It shows you about how much my life's going. And this will be the first backly to our weekly vlogs. The reason why I do want a preference before we get started, because I know some of you guys will be like, why have you been posting them? I've been making them, and you know, it kind of just reminds me of like old times when I used to make vlogs, where I was like committed, but I didn't want to post them because they were so bad. And honestly, I just been kind of a rut here lately, and I was like, no, we can't post rut videos. Rut videos are not allowed. Whereas now I think maybe it's not as taboo anymore to post a rut video as it was like never. So like, yeah, just me making excuses. Either way, I am here to very much talk about the several different things that we're going to be doing this week. So this week, I'm going to start reading, hopefully. This will all be determined. Okay, so my goal is by Sunday, which means I did move my goal, by the way. So if you guys did not know, I have a book writing video going up this week, and that will kind of mostly talk about my writing. I'm going to briefly mention it. I'm on chapter 27 out of 39. I am now as far as I want to be. This month I did get a lot done, so like I don't think Candy Environment was a fluke, but I still didn't get as much as I personally wanted done. So that does suck, personally, for like me personally. But I am gonna push myself and give myself until between, we're gonna say Sunday is my best guess. I'm gonna figure out how many words I have. I'm gonna push myself, move my date to Sunday from this date, from today, Tuesday, because I just now started writing. I'm about to watch an author tube write-in with Mandi Lynn, Brooke, and Natalia Lee. I can't remember Brooke's name, but either way, they do them quite a bit. So I'm about to do a write-in with them before, really committing, and hopefully I can get some words down. I'm at 45,425. Personally, the ideal is before I go to bed, probably at 2, I guess now that's what we're looking at. By the time I go to bed around like 2 o'clock, I have this whole entire chapter already written, and so I start on chapter 28 tomorrow, or when I wake up, because technically today's still Monday. And so yeah, we'll just have to wait and see if that actually happens or not. I'm not entirely sure if it will. Also, because I do want to start reading, will all depend on where I get into my writing. I should be more clear with that. But unlike tonight, hopefully tomorrow, I'll be reading The Walking Dead. I'll be reading a volume of The Walking Dead every night So I have this little baby right here. But also during the day, hopefully I can get through some Clockwork Orange. I want to finish this by this week, and also I want to finish Love Rosie by this weekend. So those are my two main ones. Love Rosie is sitting over there. Those are my two main ones. I'm 2 books behind schedule, but I am planning on taking a 2-week break in between this draft and starting my next work in progress that I have to finish before I can start working on my next step in this writing process, which is just a lot to handle, but it's fine. And so I'm taking those 2 weeks off to just read, just to kind of republish like my creativity and go into this next draft, into this next book with complete inspiration. Sucks for the book I'm writing, but we've been doing a lot to really push it. So I'm gonna give myself 7 days, 7 more days, and I'm not gonna try to, or 6 more days. I'm not gonna try to like sugarcoat it. I'm gonna have a lot of words to write. I'm gonna have like a lot of time, hopefully, to write it. Probably not as much as I would want, but we're just gonna do what we got. All right. I'll do you guys probably tomorrow when it's daytime. These are not going to be long updates, as the problem has been that I keep updating you guys for like 7 minutes and then I don't want to cut it. So these are going to be kind of short updates until like big things happen. Kind of check in like, oh, I had this many words on this chapter. This is what I read. Why I read it. Type thing. Nothing like super big. Just want to give you a heads up so this vlog can go up on time. Could be 40 minutes. I really don't care. I just can't have it anything above like 40 minutes. Okay. Talk to you guys soon. Okay, let's hope you guys don't fall, because, you guys are not in the best place. Either way, I have not updated you guys at all yesterday. Today is Wednesday. It's only 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm about to go to bed so I can wake up and hopefully go running in the morning or take a long walk. I'm not really sure. We're going to speed myself up to running. Either way, I just had to update you guys on what's been going on, because honestly, it's a lot different than it was. I don't know, like, when I updated you guys like 12 hours ago, 13, 14 hours ago. So, I won Camp NaNoWriMo. Don't know if I told the vlog or anything like that yet. Might be better just hold you. Just let me, it wouldn't be. That's okay, I'll hold you. I told the vlog, I think so, that I won Camp NaNoWriMo. I got 45,000 words in my document. I was supposed to get 45,000 words altogether. I kind of lied, but also I wanted to be able to purchase Scrivener, which sure, I'm gonna get a lot of shit in the comments for that, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. Just with the simple fact that I think Scrivener is gonna change my life, and I just, I think $49 is not super expensive for everything that it comes with. Now that I know what it comes with, but I won the 50% off. Also, I was 98% sure. I like people are reaching my goal for that number, by the way. I had like 200 or so words. I got that. So like I won officially like yesterday. I just lied and said I won like a day before, because I thought I was gonna write that day. I didn't write that day. It doesn't matter. The point being is that I got Scrivener as a trial. You can have it for a month before you have to buy it. And I just want to mention that the month is all dependent on the amount of days that you use. So for instance, like, you could have it for a year and only, well, you can have it for a year, but you can have it for 30 days over a long, I guess you could have it for a year over a long period of time. But why would you do that? It took me 3 hours, I think, to learn everything, and it took me like probably about another hour to insert my whole entire document. I bet you anything someone's going to comment down below there's an easier way to do this. But I go through it, and I had to insert them individually, and then, build on to where I'm at. So I finally, at like 9 o'clock tonight, then we watched a TV show that was an hour long, then I just got on watching another TV show that was an hour long with my brother, because he's here in town for my little sister's birthday, which is this week. And so my manuscript is all in here for Church of Samuel, but I'm on chapter 27, and I'm loving Scrivener, by the way. I love so many different aspects, which I'll get into more tomorrow. I think I might make a whole video on Scrivener, to be honest with you. I think that's how much I love it, that I'm going to mention it a lot going forward. But tomorrow is like my first actual day writing in it, so I'm very nervous, but I'm also very excited for that. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and head to bed, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow when I start writing. How many words I need to write, all that fun stuff will be posted tomorrow on when I wake up. When I update you guys. I probably won't update you guys until I get home. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Alright. You enjoy. Yeah. Okay. Talk to you guys very soon. Good morning. I am about to go on my morning jog. I'm not really sure what this is gonna be, but it's just to get exercise when I wake up in the morning. I think it will do me well. I'm about to go on that, and then I'll come back, probably get a shower, eat breakfast, and get started writing. So I'll see you guys then. I'll take you along with me though on my little walk around. Okay, I am red as a tomato. You can't really tell how red I am because it's darker in here. Just got done running. I ran for a mile and a half. Well, that's how long it is. I'll be running every day, so like that's nice to know the distance. But I had a lot of. It was much better. My time was 16:20. I'm out of shape, so I feel really good about that time. It's a good starting point. We can try, getting lower and things. So very happy about that. Nice to know that I have something to work with. Now I'm about to open up my laptop and open up my document so I can start writing before I get a shower. And then I'm gonna eat. And while I eat, I'll probably take this downstairs and write some more. Alright, I'll update you guys after I get out of the shower. And I'm not so dirty. So it is midnight. I am waking up at 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow to go run. Unless I'm like much more sicker than I am right now. I am still writing that scene 4. 487 words in. I still haven't reached the end of the scene yet. I do feel like this is going to be a longer section of the scene. Like the longest scene out of this chapter. And then we move into chapter 36, in which I said before, I'm only thinking right in the beginning now. And then we'll start with chapter 37, which has 4 scenes. Then we're done. So hopefully I'm over this by, I'm giving myself to like 2 o'clock. If I can stop getting distracted. Yeah. Yesterday I did write around like 7,000 words though, which was really good. I've also written 10,000 words, or 11,000 words now, in like 2 days. So that's also good. I mean, I wrote a lot. I just didn't finish the book, which is not acceptable. And which, I mean, I'm giving myself an unrealistic, I mean, it's a realistic deadline. I gave myself an unrealistic deadline by finishing this book this soon, and I did it, and so now I want to stay true to my word and accomplish it. So, yeah. I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna finish the scene, and then I take a little break. I'll take like a 2-minute break. Something like that. Maybe go get a drink or something. And then, move on to chapter 36. Right, the interlude to chapter 36, I guess. It's like the beginning of the scene. It's probably gonna take like 200, 300 words. And then move on and go to chapter 37. It just has a really graphic, explicit scene. So, I don't feel like writing that. And I told myself I didn't have to, so it's good. I'm good. Alright, we are going to move on and continue. Oh, also, want to mention very quickly, before I end this vlog, I started a blog, not vlog, but a blog. I'm gonna try to do daily writing posts. I'll make a whole video about it, but trying to do a daily writing post every day, a daily like writing prompt that has nothing to do with my story, where I just go and I answer the writing prompt for 10 minutes and I post that. So that's the plan, to do it every single day, and I'm gonna have a whole blog surrounding it. So that's all I wanted to update you guys on. Okay. I personally think the honest trend here is that until I stop updating you, I won't know. So, writing and came to a problem. It wasn't a problem I really started thinking about. I was watching one of the Cape Cabanaugh's videos, which Cape Cabanaught is like, right now by far, one of my favorite YouTubers. I go through cycles. I'm watching like almost every one of her videos. At the moment, she got me back into running. It's so weird what YouTube can do. Either way. With her videos, I was like, I'm looking and I'm watching, and she has a whole video dedicated to timeline issues. And honestly, I've been relatively good about my timeline. And then I really started thinking about it, and I was like, have I been relatively good about my timeline? Or have I thought I've been relatively good about my timeline? Because when I start thinking about, like, longevity-wise, I have one book that's super good about my timeline, because I mapped it out through a timetable. which is winter, because it's all done through seasons. I had to make sure every day kind of corresponds to lead up to those days, and so I knew exactly where the scenes were taking place. Everything else, no. This timeline in particular is I have moments that take place in the really like hot of summer to the cold of winter, back to hot of summer. And it's not like this is taking place in a fantastical world where technically seasons would not matter. Well, not every fantastical world, but some fantastical worlds, they don't matter. Not the case here. The case simply is that yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know. Also, as my character kind of goes crazier, I'm going crazier with him, and my writing is going crazier. Also, I keep jumping between past and present tense, which is super duper annoying. My brain can't focus on one, so that's something I'm gonna have to definitely fix on if I come back and do revisions on it. That's something I'm gonna have to look out for, a lot, hardcore. So, fun facts. Who knows, maybe I'll think of something else I was supposed to tell you earlier, and I'm just gonna get a chance. In typical fashion, this vlog is gonna be super long, but I'm gonna post it anyways. I'm not gonna let the time length take me back. Yeah. But I do want to mention that I already have a few more updates to give you guys, and then we're done for this book, and so I'm just gonna keep you on for the rest of the night. But I'm gonna update you guys only in big moments. So we're about to hit 60,000 words. I'm literally 400 words off, and I figured I should let you guys know. Asking me how many words I have technically written for the day, I don't honestly know. I want to say 3 or 4, maybe 5,000-ish words so far for the day, which is much better than this morning. But I just finished chapter 34. We're moving into chapter 35, which is broken up into 4 or 5 scenes. They're really short, really quick scenes, but it's to overweight time, because chapter 36 is the next biggest moment, and I still have yet to decide if I'm going to write or not today, or if I want my future self write it. And then we have chapter 37, which is going to be broken up into, I think it's 4 scenes, 4 developmental scenes, because it's the last scene, and then the epilogue, which is 1 scene, because it's just the epilogue. So, yeah, I'm very, very excited, guys. So, I'm going to go ahead and break down chapter 35, and then, yeah, okay, I'll talk to you guys after I reach another big milestone. It is 2:13 on a Monday, August 5th, in the morning, and I have just finished my first draft of it's literally what titled the shitty one, the first draft of Church of Samuel. I am freaking out inside. See, here's the thing. When I finished the first draft of the Pits, which is now combined into a duology, so it's not either way, so I reached the ending, I never really felt comfortable with the ending. Now I do, since the duology makes so much more sense. But before I did not. And with this, the ending, oh my gosh, I love it. I love it so much. I love it so, so much. I cannot wait to tell my dad tomorrow for him to see it. Actually be able to see it, because he hasn't really, ever got to see it. I'm just really, really happy about it. It came out to be 322 pages. I'm about to print it out. It's the last time I'm doing it, and then I'm going to bed. And it's 63,400 words. That does not include the chapter that I did not finish. That does not include the first 2 chapters, in which I'm going to add back in a developmental edit. I'm about to write down all the different notes and things I want to change. And then I'm going to print it out, and then I'm going to call it a night. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a big fat thumbs up. I did it. I completed it. You'll see it in my next writing video, where I'm just going to be talking about Church of Samuel and the process of Church of Samuel, while mentioning Camp Naraimo, of course. But guys, if you enjoyed this, please go ahead and give it a big fat thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below, subscribe. And for the next 2 weeks, starting today when this video goes up, for the next 2 weeks, which could go up on Tuesday because it's going to take forever to, like, export. But either way, I'm going to be reading, and so there's going to be nothing talking about writing except in for separate videos. I am starting this whole prompt thing. I have videos going to be going up either this week or next week talking about. I have a Tumblr that I set up. It's going to be linked down below, in which I'm doing a prompt every single day when I wake up. That way I'm still writing, and maybe I'll get into routine. I'm going to post every time I finish a prompt on to that Tumblr. So that's the only type of writing I'm going to be doing. I'm going to moving over my contemporary project into Scrivener. I'm going to be buying Scrivener. Like, it's a lot of writing things that are going to be happening in the next 2 weeks, but, like, nothing to be documented. So, thank you for watching, and thank you for paying attention to the journey of Church of Samuel. I've been working on it since February 25th, over, 5 months ago. This is the fastest I think I've ever drafted a book of this length before, and I'm just super duper excited. I'm very proud of this. There's a lot of chapters towards the end. I'll talk about it in a bigger video. But guys, I'm like almost about to cry. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys go. I'm a big sweaty mess, as you could tell. I'm still in the middle of editing my video. It's going to take like 3 times or whatever to go through before it's completed and can be uploaded onto YouTube, so I can get my collab up today. And then I have yet to write today. It's 11:43. I'm going to try to cool down just a little bit more and finish my Kate Kavanaugh video, which I was watching earlier, and then hop in the shower, get all dried off, get dressed, and then hopefully that will be done. Do my final processing stuff on it, so I can just come back upstairs a little later and to upload it onto YouTube, hopefully around 2 or 3, maybe possibly 4, somewhere around there. I'm hoping to have this all done. But I'm going to go back downstairs and I'm going to write as much as I can and little ideas. I do have a brainstorming session later on tonight with my dad after he wakes up. We're going to be brainstorming part of the rest of the novel. That way I have somewhat of a better idea of like the twists and stuff. Since I had an epiphany last night while writing that there was a twist that was coming that I just didn't even know existed until right now. I love those moments of where things happen. Like there's a scene that involves suicide in this book that I had no idea was a part of it until I wrote it, and it was such a good choice. Not that suicide is ever a good choice. I don't mean that in that way. I just mean for the story purpose, it was a good choice. 1, it's a foreshadow, and 2, it just shows some moments going forward, which I really, really liked. So overall, very, very happy and impressed. Tonight, I'll be watching Endgame special feature stuff, probably watching another episode of Legion, and hopefully getting through another episode of Veronica Mars. But that could all change with the fact that I still have to get in the words. I don't even know how many words I have to get in today. Tomorrow is going to be another long day. Tomorrow is my pre-record day. So I'm writing, and then I'm also seeing a movie. So I'm writing, I'm waking up, going and running, coming back, getting my shower, writing, and then probably when I get back from the movie, I'll start my pre-record system. Yeah. Alright. Well, I'll talk to you guys. So, like normal, it's 11:12 at night. I'm about to head to bed. Well, I'm going to try to finish this scene. These next 2 scenes the goal is to finish them out to start with chapter 30, just like normal. That gets me a little past midnight, that's fine. And I'm laying down to go to bed. But I do want to mention we reached an amazing accomplishment tonight, and I think ultimately that is what the takeaway from this is, and that is we reached 50,000 words. I feel so proud of myself. I don't remember what chapter, was it 26? Yeah, I think 26, so I'm on chapter 29. Guys, it is such a good accomplishment. It's been so long since I wrote 50,000 words in a draft. And in the past 6 months, I've written 67,000 words. 66,000 words. Because, you have to count my other draft that I'm working on as well. The contemporary novel, which I have like 16,000 or so words in. Plus this, they've been working on it same back to back. One's a little fresher than the other, but still, I don't know, it boggles my mind that probably in 2 days I would have written 67,000 words in this draft. It's just crazy, guys. It's an amazing accomplishment that I feel so proud to get to. And yeah, I don't know. I'm really happy. So, that's it. I'll see you guys all tomorrow morning. Nope. I'll see you all tomorrow night. Because I don't think I'm going to update you guys. I think I'm going to put all of this footage over into on my laptop in the morning. And then I'm going to vlog tomorrow to talk to myself so I can have, like, encouragement words. I'm also going to be watching a movie tomorrow while writing, which is probably a bad idea, but I want to do it anyways. And, I'm not going to bed tomorrow until I get to 10,000 words. Because I know I'm just going to be writing the extra. Right now we have 17,000 words to write, so I'm very excited. So you want to know how productive I can be? It's 11:27, and this is my time where I update my blog. And I did not get the amount of words I want to get done today. I did write, I think, 29, 30, 31. And like the opening of 32, I wrote 4,204 words today. I got the 55,469 words. All these things are very, very nice. Tomorrow I'm doing a 12-hour write-a-thon, so look out for that vlog. I'll also be Instagramming it in case that's something you guys are interested in. Something I'm going to be doing, I'm just going to Instagram it. I'm also going to be live on my YouTube tomorrow during it for 2 of the hours. So, interactions are true with you guys during that time. I'm also blogging it. It'll pop up on my channel in a few weeks. But, yeah, and that will be me finishing the book. I'll hold up the print book tomorrow. It'd be a good time, guys. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chapters. I'm not exactly sure because it's like 10,000-ish words to go. A little less than that. And I really badly want to watch the New Descendants movie that came out yesterday. But I really need to finish the scene I'm working on. And it's only like 200 words. Like, I should just do it, right? But, like, I really want to watch the movie. And I'm ready for 12 hours tomorrow. I'm gonna watch the movie. Yep. One last thing I wanted to update you guys on before I let you guys go for the evening, and I won't update you guys again until tomorrow. One, I'm at 706 words. Today I've written 552 words out of 4,640. I'm not looking at the second number, okay? But my goal is to get to 50,000 words, which means technically I'd have to write like 1,000 words tomorrow. Hoping, very, very hopeful that the opening possibly 2 scenes, I've yet to decide how I'm dividing up the next chapter, will go by so fast that like it will not be a problem. But I want to get to 50,000. I would prefer a little bit above 50,000 words. But that way I only have to break up 17,000 words in between 2 days. That seems so much more doable than, well, 18, I guess. I don't know what I'm thinking. But I think 17 is so much more doable. Hopefully I can write chapter 29 tomorrow and just have 30 through the end to write. That would be pretty great. I have a feeling that the end of the book is not going to be as long as I want it to be, and that is just because I'm going to get really bored of writing this. I'm bored of writing. I want it to be done. I'm to the point where, a week ago I was like, hey, it's super fun. I'm having a good time. Like, I'd say probably around when I got to chapter 20, maybe 18, somewhere over 18. Oh, 18. I was in love. Now, 10 chapters later, I'm like, okay, we're over this, and I still have 10 chapters to go. Plus the 2 additional chapters, which I might not write this time around. I might write when I come back through, when I figure out. I have to think on it, because I really don't know exactly how I'm going to write them. So it's like a brainstorming whole thing before I can even really officially, attack it. That's my TED Talk. I'm going to let you guys go now. So, yeah. Okay, so I did get to 3,000 words. Which was the goal. The technical goal should have been about 5,000 words, so I'm still 2,000 words behind, and that means I'm going to be having to write even more tomorrow. I still have about 3 minutes left of the sprint that I'm doing, as I'm just trying to get words, as many words as possible. I had decided that I did work myself into a corner. I kind of worked myself kind of out of that corner in a slight way. Like, it's not like really out of the corner, but it's like out of the corner enough to be able to move forward, which is good. There's some developmental work that needs to go into it that is for like a second draft, not for the shitty first draft, which is what we're writing. Um, Whereas, because I figured out some things that I didn't realize I had. So I have some notes and things, and then I have my synopsis, which is for scene 2. This chapter, chapter 28, consists of 2 scenes. I also am very, very excited to be on chapter 28. Knowing that tomorrow I'll probably get to chapter 30 is crazy to me, knowing that I only have like 8 chapters left. Now, technically, in my manuscript on Scribner, I do have 2 extra folders, which are for the first 2 initial chapters. We're gonna have a I need something to kind of describe his life beforehand, and so I have a chapter dedicated to like church and different things before he gets sent away, and then probably I don't know what the first 2 chapters are going to consist of, to be honest with you. I just have an idea of what I want. I just know they need to be there, because the inciting incident cannot start on chapter 1, and it does, so I need to work around that. And so that's what I'm going to do. But I've written so far in this particular chapter 1,109 words. In scene 2, I'm not really far into it, and I don't really know how much further. I want to be able to call my dad and talk to him about the scene that I need to write after this. So I might text him and see if he's awake, and I might do some brainstorming with him to get me prepared for the next chapter, because that's where we're going to. So I'll talk to you guys probably tomorrow. So see you guys tomorrow. Guys, all I wanted to do was show you how close I am. Look at this. I'm on the final scene for chapter 35, which seems like I update you guys every chapter. But then we get to 36, and then 37, and then the epilogue. So 36 is going to be like beginning and end of the scene. Quite a bit of the middle is going to be missing. At chapter 37, it's already kind of like planned out and stuff. But yeah. And then look, if we bring you up here. Look at it, 60,000 words. Yay. How exciting. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to writing the blank page. Okay, so I don't know how today's going to work. I have decided that I'm going to pre-record today. I woke up kind of sick, so I was debating on it, but I have to write tomorrow, and I have to write on Sunday to be able to finish this in time by my deadline. Lots of words. Going to be pumping out Jacob this weekend, and with that being said, I do have to write the entirety of chapter 29 today to be able to kind of do it in a nice free lay of where it's not going to be such like a hard time. And Sunday is also going to be my complete edit day, so like it's going to be a rough weekend, okay? It's not going to be a weekend. I don't get a weekend, but I do get 2 weeks off. So ultimately, it's okay, because I'm giving myself 2 weeks. I'm not like for YouTube stuff, that's all I'm going to say, but like I'm going to go back into like a normal, not trying to fast draft a novel for a very short amount of time kind of situation. Either way, I did go ahead and I just want to mention today was probably the last day that I update you guys as I write. And that's only because of the simple fact that tomorrow I'm writing 10,000 words. I have to wake up at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm writing from 8 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the evening, and then hanging out with family, because I'm going to want somebody's attention, yeah. And then the next day I have to write 5,000 words, so I'm making 8 o'clock, and then I'm going to write for, like, even less than that I'm editing. I might also edit tomorrow, I'm not sure. So either way, I'm writing a lot over the next few days, as long as I get this done. I mean, even if I get this, I just have to get to 50,000 words. I'm hoping to get over, ultimately, I know I'm going to get over 50,000 words, so like we doing good. I'm at least going to get to probably 51,000 words, which means we're doing real good. The fact that we're getting to 50,000 words at all is just amazing in its own feat. But with that being said, I did plan out chapter 29. I did kind of have an epiphany, which I think I mentioned last night, where I'm pretty sure all the scenes I'm writing right now don't matter, but in the long run they might matter, so I'm going to write them out anyways. That way I'm not like out of the story and I come back and I realize, oh no, those were necessary. And so yeah, this chapter will have 3 scenes, which is pretty great for Jacob, because that's only 623 words per scene to stick on track for my writing goal. I don't know how many people do that. Probably not a lot. I'm probably a special character in itself. But either way. I also have to technically write 7,184 words. Wow, they're going to be mistaken, because I'm only writing 1,900. So, sorry world. But tomorrow, I'm going to beat my goal. I'm going to beat it real fast. So, like, not real fast. Long time. Either way. I'm having a lot of fun. But yeah, also mentioning tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday, I'm only going to update you guys right before I go to bed, or when I get done writing completely. I'll tell you how many words I wrote that day and where I'm stopping at, and then the same thing for Sunday. Hopefully on Sunday I can show you a complete document printed out. That's the goal. Alright, I will talk to you guys very soon with an update. It is 2:16. I kind of laid here for a long time because I don't feel good, and I'm gonna write the first scene, which I'm about to write, and then move into my office and figure out what I need to do to get the videos out this week. So that's the goal. Okay. Another day is gone, and I'm here to update you guys on how well I did that day. So today is the first day of August, which is super duper cool. But also, it also means I only have like 4 days left, I think, of this writing challenge. And I failed today. Like, I feel pretty bad. So all I've written today is 503 words, which, to be honest with you, is not like horrible. It is horrible when you're trying to finish. How much is it? 19,000 words in 3 days. That's pretty bad. Okay, when you look at it perceptively like that. But I did kind of figure out that Saturday and tomorrow I'm busy. Tomorrow I'm busy for a lot of reasons. I'm going to go see a movie with my mom. Super looking forward to that. Coming back. Well, in the morning, I'm going to get up and run. But when I get back from running and cooling off, I'll probably end up recording all my trailer reactions, which are going to go up throughout the weekend, which are the reactions to trailers that came out this week, because I was behind. So there's only like 2 or 3 that I really want to react to. So that's something I gotta do. Then we're going to go see the movie. And then after the movie is over, I'm coming home and I'm doing a review of that movie. Debatable on which review I'm going to do, like a non-spoiler or spoiler review. It all depends on what the movie entails, which is Hobbs and Shaw. But I also, tomorrow is my pre-record day, and so I have to pre-record for the whole week coming up, and that's like between 7 and 10 videos that I pre-record tomorrow, and then Saturday and Sunday I edit them, which is going to be interesting editing wise, because I'm going to be writing non-stop on Saturday and Sunday. It's the goal. It's to wake up, run, come back, cool off, and then write from that point forward. Or maybe not run on Saturday and Sunday because of this. I don't know. Or maybe run in the evening and try to wake up early and then go for like a walk at 8 o'clock. I don't know. Okay, not sure. Something else I've come up clear too is that I'm about to finish the second scene of the same chapter that I was working on this morning. The same scene. I've been working on the same scene all day. And I've been trying to figure out why. And I think it's part of me is to realize is that I was talking to my dad. We didn't get to have that conversation, which was fine, but I was like my dad, and I was like, I was thinking, the scene really doesn't make sense logically because of the whole purpose behind it. It doesn't play out right anymore, which it's fine. You have to draw things from your initial general outline. My general outline, I kept almost everything in, and I've added things to it as one would do as the story progresses. But because I could choose the side later that no, it does need to fit, and I just need to add in certain details to make it like come back around, because I do have ideas for the ending, and then if it doesn't fit, then I gotta take out the ending for how I do the ending, obviously, because it's all gonna come around to this whole scene. This is like the pivotal moment before the climax. This is like the rising, like right at the end of the rising action. And then as soon as this chapter's over, we hit the climax, and the climax is for the next like 4 or 5 chapters, and we have a following resolution, which is, honestly, you guys don't get a good ending, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm really, really excited to write it, though, if I'm being honest. Actually, it's really funny. I planned out the rest of my chapters, and one of them, I'm going to read it to you, because I found it hilarious. One of the chapters near the end, this chapter 36, this chapter that I dread writing, this is a chapter where something spoilerly happens, and the scene will not be as detailed as I will not bring myself to write it. He didn't, and yeah, showing the character, making him unlikable, and then goes on to leave it off. That's the whole point of that whole chapter, and that's one scene. So we'll have to see. Also, my word count is projected to be around 67,000 words, which is what I put it at, instead of 70. I do have 2 chapters I have no idea what I'm writing for. I mean, I know I'm writing them, but they're not even planned, and they're not even planned into the initial word count. There's going to be add-on bonuses, and then whatever those words are is actually how long the novel's going to be. But I don't want to add them in too much yet, because they're going to be chapter 1, chapter 2, because the inciting incident I want to happen on chapter 3, and which is not something I figured out until much later on in the novel. And so it's going to be a 40 chapter book instead of a 38 chapter book, which I like a lot more. But either way, the goal is, before midnight, I want to write like 200 words. And then I'm going to tell myself I can quit. And hopefully tomorrow, and some times in between, maybe while I eat or something like that, I'll try to write. Or maybe instead of reading, which is what I tend to do in between my recording exams, I will try to make myself write. I don't know. I am not going to be recording Saturday and Sunday, or if I do, they will not be making it into this vlog. So tomorrow, whatever I get to, is the ending of this vlog. So yeah, talk to you guys soon. Okay, still writing, still in the middle of that scene. It's a really hard scene to write. It's really, really graphic, very disturbing, very kind of rewarding. Is that the right word? I don't know what the right word is. There's, honestly, for the rest of the book, it's really depressing. Yeah, I don't know. Can you find happy moments and sad things? I don't know. I'm sure you can. But okay. So if you didn't know, this book features multiple deaths. I've already written 2 characters' deaths. One of them we didn't really know. One of them we really, really knew. And then this one we know a lot about this character that I'm writing about right now. But, we don't know a ton about the character. We know of the character. It's mentioned, I don't know, 8 or 9 times throughout the book. And then this is the moment, this is the chapter where the character is introduced and the character dies. Without giving major spoilers, it's fine. I really don't care, personally. This book's not going to come out for many, many years. Honestly, I don't care. I'm not going to tell you who dies or how he dies. It is a he. Either way. There's a lot of people who die. There's still 3 more, I think, deaths I have to write. And there's one extra that I had no idea, which I did talk about, I'm pretty sure, in this vlog. And that was the suicide scene, which I don't condone suicide. I mean, such a tricky subject. Either way, it was a major sequence inside the novel. Well, a part of this, I was like, hey, hold on, there's a back button. In my other notes, go back through and sprinkle blah, 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 to make it seem like our main character wants to do the crime he's about to commit. Because in reality, it is a crime. I'm reading. Okay? I am reading. Because I was looking for a scene before this, but I got the scene afterwards. Because I wanted to go back. My dad is going to read part of this chapter, which is chapter 25. I sent it to him, and I was very curious to see his opinion on it, as there was a lot of inner messages that I just didn't understand when I wrote it. And a problem with writing 10,000 words in one day, which is where I wrote this, I forget things. There's a lot at the beginning of the book. Between chapters 10 through 6 through 10. It's very confusing. I know what happens in chapter 10, because I remember writing it so clearly for chapter 7, and then having to move it, and getting aggravated, and being really pissed off the book for a long time. It's fine. I hold grudges. But, there was this moment, the I set it up. I set it up. Without knowing that I set it up. It's so beautiful. I probably did when I wrote it, but oh, it's so refreshing to know that in my notes section I was like, no, it's not actually set up. It's fine. I'll have to go back. I'll have to dribble in some more like of those thoughts, and I don't have to do that anymore. And you know how refreshing that is. That it is there. I even talked to my dad about it. I was like, it's not there. And it's in the section he's going to read. It's from like 5 chapters ago, but it's still there. I'm very, very excited. One of the things that's going to piss me off in like a month when I reread it, because I'm rereading all my works and trying to figure out which work is the best work, and the roughest draft possible, it's going to be kind of my first draft. I know some people think that their first draft is, it is truly a shitty draft, but I don't think I'm going to be the type of person in revisions to rewrite whole chunks. If I go with like Chosen, I'm going to rewrite a lot of it because it was such an old writing. Like, a lot of my books are old writings, and so if I do choose an old one, I do want to update it and freshen it, and so, like, Forbidden Dream, that will require a major, like, almost a complete rewrite, and, so, like, I'm super excited to do those things, but also, like, I choose something relatively fresh. I don't really think I'm going to need that major rewrite. I do think as the book continues, the writing gets worse. But, there's still moments in this book that I was like, oh my god, that's beautiful. So, like, I wouldn't cut it, lines and things like that. I don't know. It's a different story. Either way, this one I was very impressed with Jacob. Because, it's just, yeah, okay. Where was I going with that? I don't know. Either way, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. The last update before I print out the book with you, and that is, I'm on chapter 37. I did write myself. I wrote 170 words into chapter 36, which is going to be around 1,000 to, like, it's not so many words, it's like, it's not a big deal, but I did put future selves, finish chapter, and write blank in the scene before, because I didn't get to where I was going. I might come through and add it, I'm not sure, but I will not be writing, and the big thing happens, just so my beta reader, which is going to be my father, I'm giving him like 3 months to read this all the way through, because he won't edit it. I know he won't. He'll just take notes. He'll just talk to me about it. What he likes and what he doesn't like. Just so he understands what's going on in that chapter, I had to put a note in saying, hey, this is where they're headed. So, yeah, because, like, he doesn't know. It's one of the things we didn't talk about. I kind of briefly mentioned it. I briefly mentioned it in a conversation. It's the second scene like this in the book. So, which the first scene I wasn't super bad about writing, but because I know there's not going to be a reenactment of, like, revenge towards this, whereas the first one had a revenge type scenario, I feel like it's more inappropriate or wrong. So, yeah, I don't know. Also, I gotta look up birthing videos, or birthing period, just so I have an idea, kind of how it works. I think we're gonna come in towards, like, the ending of the birth, but I'm still not entirely sure how everything works. And yeah, so that's fun. Also, exorcisms. Oh, such a good day. Okay, I will talk to you guys when I finish this chapter. By the way, I'm on 61:44:95 is where I'm at. Okay. This is the first time I think you guys see me in my office this week, which is pretty cool. I've been working kind of in different places while writing. But today is August 1st. I have put it, I decided to create a document for August in, Google spreadsheets where, I'm going to keep track of how many words I write every day in that spreadsheet, and it'll just kind of tell me at the end how many words I wrote for the whole month, which is really cool. I'm really, really excited about that. I have both my projects in there, this one and the contemporary project, because, starting, like, in, like, 3 weeks or so, I'll be starting on the contemporary project, so there's gonna be like a big gap in between where I'm not writing a lot, but I figured I would mention it. But with that also being said, my video is gonna take longer to process, because that sucks. I have to use a different processor to process my video, or editor to process my video. Just super annoying. I have a call that's going out. But the good thing about this editor is that it's not gonna take years, like so many years to, do its thing at the end, so that's good. And I could probably get a good thumbnail or something like that, hopefully, out of it. Shit. It's not gonna work. My face is on it. I can't overlay videos. Okay, we're gonna test something out. Bear with me. It's gonna be a process today for this video. But, with that being said, I don't know if I'm gonna record my book writing video, which is originally gonna go up today. I think it's gonna go up tomorrow. I'm gonna skip Thursday on BookTube, and I'm gonna post the book writing video up tomorrow, and that's gonna be my whole discussion about Camp NaNoWriMo. If I think I'll ever participate again, I won't. And all this other fun stuff. So, yeah, that's kind of what's gonna happen today. I hope that you guys are going to enjoy the vlog. I'm gonna go get changed. I have Captain Marvel on, which is kind of what I want to wear all day, but I'm about to go run 2 miles, so like I need to change out of this so I don't get this sweaty. So when I get back, I can just throw it back on after I get a shower. So yeah, I'm gonna let this process while I'm gone, and then I'm gonna take down my crap downstairs so it can already be downstairs, because I'm gonna do some writing this morning, respectively. Probably get like 100 words in. It's my little sister's birthday. Like I said, I don't really know how much work I'm gonna get done today, but I'm gonna try. That's the point, right? Alright, I'll see you guys on the run. Okay, I figured to update you guys. I'm probably gonna bed in the next hour or so. It's 8:18. And so I want to write before I go to bed, and also I want to read before I go to bed. I was supposed to say read first, but I didn't. But with that being said, because I do kind of want to read a little bit of The Walking Dead, I still have yet to be able to pick up A Clockwork Orange since the initial picking up. I also have a video that I need to compose, but if I can't do that tonight, I can always do it tomorrow. Not the biggest deal. It's going up tomorrow, though. But I did want to mention that I have been writing today. It's the first day that I've been really writing since my my 12-hour write-a-thon over a week ago. I got into kind of like a rut, and now I'm kind of like out of that rut. I'm not out, but I'm much more out than normal. My goal is still to get done with 70,000 words by the end of the month. Not by the end of the month is today. By the end of the week, tomorrow, I don't know how much writing I'm actually going to get done, because it's my little sister's birthday, and I'm sure I'm hanging out a lot with her. I'll try to get in as much words as possible, but I wouldn't say more than like 500 or 600. I'm probably banking on writing in the morning, and then whatever I get in the morning is what I'm going with, and then, you know, kind of thing. But like I did this morning, I am planning on running tomorrow, and every day forward, so we'll have to just wait and see. But today, as I've been productively writing at every time I eat and just trying to kind of think of it, the only time I kind of gave myself off was I laid down for like 2 hours because I formed a headache, and then also I watched an episode of Veronica Mars. Those are like the only 2 times that I decided not to write, though. And so I got 1,881 words. I did go to the library. I meant to blog it. I'm sorry. It's fine. But my goal is, or the goal it's telling me I need to get to, is 4,910. So I did finish chapter 27. I'm working on chapter 28. And a little update on Scribner, because I figured I should give you one on how I'm dealing with it, how I feel about it. I'm really liking it, because of the fact that, like, with Scribner, I'm not so much focused on my word count. Now it's being kind of in my face because I made sure it was, but that last chapter I wasn't, which I was really, really happy about. This chapter's not many scenes, it's the last chapter, so like I have to kind of worry about the words. But also, I like having to be able to set it up the way I set it up. Like, I really, really like it. I'll probably be making a whole video about Scribner, at one point or the other. But I really, really enjoy it, guys. So, yeah. I think tomorrow my book writing video is supposed to go up, talking about Camp NaNoWriMo. I still have yet to film that. So I should probably film that tonight as well. Both my videos are not filmed for the night, so I'm not sure. And then on Friday, it's my bullet journal video, in which I'm going to be working on, I don't know when. So, yeah, all these things, I'm not really sure. I could probably work on it tomorrow night, and same with tomorrow night, I could probably write in the evening, but if I'm anywhere near as tired as I am tomorrow, I'm not going to want to write. I'm just going to try to pump out as many scenes as possible tonight, though. So, I'll talk to you guys very soon. I do have a question. I think I brought this up before, but I haven't really posting writing vlogs that much. Has anybody ever, so, the deeper I get into making scenes, I mean, everybody makes scenes when they write. I just didn't know that's what they're called. I guess I should be more specific until, like, 8 months ago, 9 months ago. And now that I know, like, changed my life, because that's not how I specifically outline my book as through scenes. Does anybody else outline their books through scenes? Let me know. I outline my books through chapters, and then when I get to that chapter, I break it down into the scenes that I'm going to be outlining in it. I should be more specific here. Some chapters have one scene, other chapters have, like, 5 scenes. It's just however it works. Oh, either way, has anybody ever, does anybody feel like the beginning of their next chapter, or the beginning of the next scene, or the first scene of that chapter, ever feel like that maybe you should have put it on the end of the last chapter? For instance, I do this in a way, and it's because I think I like ending my chapters in cliffhangers to making you continue on to the next chapter, like you want to know what happens next, and so it just tends to start where the last chapter ended, and so it's like a continuous flow. There's a few in here that like weeks and stuff have passed, and so it's like a time jump. Um, but normally that's how my transitions are from one chapter to another and that's throughout all my books, is, when one story ends, when one chapter ends, the next chapter basically starts where the last chapter began, where the last chapter ended. And so the first 2 or 3 paragraphs in the next chapter, I always strongly feel like I'm messing up because I'm like, oh, should that be there? And so there's moments in my notes where I'm like, oh, go look at chapter 5, because chapter 5's ending should be probably at chapter 6's beginning. Or chapter 6's beginning should be at chapter 5's ending, something like that. And I've had problems before where I can't think of a solid ending for a chapter, and so I move on to the next chapter, and then realize I wrote the ending, and then having to copy and paste it into the other chapter, which is the reason why I do not handwrite, guys. So yeah, either way, we're going to definitely move back into writing. I just figured I would bring up that question because it's something that bothers me a lot as a writer, and I'm wondering if that bothers anybody else as a writer. So it just happened. Like, I didn't like I liked how the last chapter ended a lot, but the beginning of this seems like it's just even better. Like right here, that I just wrote a line where I was like, oh, that would be a perfect ending to a chapter, and nope, it's not. It's in the middle of a scene. So how do you fix that problem? Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have any idea. But I'm gonna stop updating you though.